Hello, welcome to My Story with CareCredit, where real CareCredit cardholders share their stories of life-changing healthcare. CareCredit's a leading national healthcare credit card that can enable you to get many of the procedures and treatments you want or need now and pay over time with promotional financing on purchases of $200 or more. CareCredit is accepted at hundreds of thousands of locations nationwide to pay for care for you, your family, and your pets. I'm your host, Amy Freena. Today, I'm delighted to speak with Linnea, whose deviated septum was keeping her from getting a good night's rest. Now, thanks to CareCredit, she's re-energized her life.
Hi, I'm Linnea, and I've been a CareCredit cardholder for 3 years now. I had a deviated septum, which caused a lot of problems for me. When you're sleeping, you don't get all the oxygen that you need, so it's just all bad. Then I found out about the CareCredit credit card, and I was able to go through with my surgery. I realized pretty quickly that my health had improved drastically, and I actually picked up salsa dancing. That's something that I would never have the energy to do before having this surgery. Salsa has always been a passion of mine. I love the music, I love how it connects people, and it just gives me so much energy, and it makes me so happy. And I'm so grateful that I can now, pursue my passion now that I feel a lot better and I'm not as tired anymore. Thank you, CareCredit, for helping me re-energize my life and for helping me pursue my passion.
So Linnea is joining us today. How are you?
Doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. We're so excited to hear your CareCredit story. So I have to ask you, when was the first time you heard about the CareCredit credit card?
So that was a few years ago.
Okay.
It was through a friend of mine who actually had used it previously. So she told me about it. So that's how I found out about it.
Okay, so when did it come into play that you had to actually use the card?
It was 2 years ago, actually.
Okay.
So she told me about it. I did my own research. I found out there was a great promotional offer for me. So I kind of made the call, and then, I was approved. So I was super excited.
Okay, so I have to dig a little deeper and ask you, what was it for?
So it was for a surgery that I had wanted for a very, very long time.
Okay.
I actually have a deviated septum, and it's been a big issue for me for a very long time. It caused a lot of snoring, breathing issues, and obviously, surgery like this is extremely expensive.
Right.
So I had been holding off for a very long time. And then, I got the opportunity to use the CareCredit credit card. So I was able to move forward with this surgery.
Wonderful. So your friend that had used the card previously, did she know that you were debating this surgery?
Yes, she did.
Okay. So she said, hey, maybe you should check into the CareCredit credit card.
Yeah.
What a good friend.
Yeah, I owe her big time.
So how did the surgery go? How did you feel? Were you just completely relieved that now you were able to get the surgery that you've been waiting for so long?
I was constantly feeling tired before I had the surgery. And then, obviously it was a little bit of a recovery time after the surgery date.
Right.
But few months after that, I just felt so much more energized, and clearly I'd been lacking a lot of sleep. So this just made a huge impact in my overall health and life, and it was like night and day.
Have you shared your story with friends and family and encouraged them as well with the CareCredit credit card?
I have. Yes, I have. And it's such a great opportunity, especially if it's a surgery that's pricey and that you really need, and it's something that you've been wanting for a long time, and you might not have the insurance, that covers it. So this is such a good option.
Wonderful. If you could write a review on your entire experience with the CareCredit credit card, even from your friend telling you about it to now, snore-free and feeling better, what would you say?
I would say I'm so positively surprised with, how easy it was with the process of getting information about it, getting approved, and just the sort of the customer care that I got from the CareCredit credit card support staff. So I'm overwhelmed.
It was all good.
It was all good. Yeah.
Awesome. Do you have any plans to use it again in the future?
I might. I mean, like I said, insurance doesn't really cover a lot of surgeries
Right.
here in the United States. You know, I'm
Okay.
from Sweden, so
Okay.
healthcare is free.
Right.
So coming here and knowing that you're going to have to pay for a lot of the out-of-pocket costs, you know,
Right.
gives you a sense of security knowing that there are options like the CareCredit credit card so that you can actually feel secure and can go through with these types of surgeries.
Wow. Well, I'm so happy we were able to come through with you and you were able to get everything done that you needed to, and everything is good now. So thank you so much for inspiring us and for sharing your story. We appreciate it.
Of course, thank you.
Thanks for joining us on My Story with CareCredit. If you're interested in applying for the CareCredit credit card or want to find a provider in your area who accepts CareCredit, visit us at carecredit.com.